Hello everyone, Dan 14th Prime here. Today I want to share with you 3 of Soundwave's minions from the Transformers Titans Returns line. This is the Hasbro figures. We've got Rumble, Ravage, and Laserbeak. These are Legend class figures. You can check them out here in front of the box. Some cool artwork going across the top and the figures down there in the bubble. They do have some instructions, if you will, on the front that just kind of wraps around to the side here, and it says these figures work with Soundwave, who's a leader class figure, remold of the Blaster figure. And on the back here, let's take them one by one. Here we have Frumble, Rumble Frenzy, depending on your preferences. They're going with Rumble here, which is the name that stuck from the G1 cartoon. Not the first name, but there he's got his robot mode, his vehicle mode, which is like a tank, and then he's got the spy tablet mode, aka from G1, the cassette tape. And his quick blurb up on the left says, transmits low-frequency ground waves to create powerful earthquakes. And here we have my dog, Ravage. Of course, he's got beast mode, as they're calling it, vehicle mode, and spy tablet mode as well. I will say right away, the vehicle mode, why not a drone? Why does it look like some cheap, weird 747? Why are there windows on the cockpit is the weird thing. They should have just made it a drone. And his blurb up in the corner says, cunning saboteur, avoids detection with an electromagnetic shield. And then finally here we have Laserbeak. He's got beast mode, an odd sort of vehicle mode, not sure what that is, and then spy tablet mode as well. His blurb says, the only point this interrogator likes in Autobots, the melting point. Okay, so that's the packaging overview of Soundwave's Legend class figure minions. Let's pop these guys in the box and check them out. Okay, so quickly here, they do come with the collector cards, Hasbro Titans Return. We can check these out. Here's the Rumble card, some cool artwork of him in bot mode there. Flip it around the back here, you can see his tech specs. And up next we have Laserbeak here, probably my favorite one. Pretty cool kind of battle scene there with Laserbeak flying through the air. Spin him around the back, and you can see all his different tech specs. And then finally my dog Ravage. Pretty cool artwork as well. And that's what you're up against with him. Alright, let's check out the figures. Okay, so here's the crew all together, just so you can get a sense of what they look like, height, scale, whether it works or not for you. But let's go in closer and take a closer look at each one. Okay, so up first here we have Laserbeak. Very kind of flat transformer, so I'm just picking him up to show you. He does have feet that flip down the bottom, so that's good. Take a look at the head, which I think is pretty cool. Yellow eyes. Got kind of the effect there going off the head. Nice big painted beak, so that's pretty cool. But you know, you are at the mercy of try to make these guys tablets, beast modes, and then some other alt mode, a plane. So, he's not the plane, he's like some tank or something. So, the two main modes are never the best. There you can take a look at the bottom, which is probably okay, pretty flat. He has these red flaps that kind of fold out to help make the wings look better, so that's cool. On the back here, he's got this kind of big rear end for the tablet. They make some use of it to make it look like it's maybe engines or could even be guns or something. They've got some holes up there. They try to make some effect there. He's got all the detailing of the stickers on the wings up there for his spy tablet, and I think that's fine. Some signature red there behind the neck. You know, and that's about it. So it's pretty simple. It's very square. Let me look at those wings. But again, I do like this pull-out effect that they put in there. So it's okay. You know, he's pretty chunky, probably from what we might be used to in a more classic sense. But I think they pulled it off okay for, you know, a $10 figure that triple changes. Up next here we have Ravage. I probably like this guy at least. He's just very boxy and square. So you can see they did a decent job. You know, he's got all the paw pieces, right? Paws and legs and things that bend. So that all, they kind of put all that stuff in there, just had it fold out nicely. So it's all there. He's even got a little tail back here. You just need to kind of use these flaps. I mean, these are wings for the plane and covers for the spy tablet. So we're kind of stuck with those. They've got kind of his usual and what I'd say normal size head on there, which looks good, but just doesn't work with the body. You look at the body, it's just big rectangle, a big square. Ideally, maybe if they could have kind of split this panel, kept a piece on the leg, and have a folding effect here to kind of just narrow him down through the top there, so he just doesn't look like a big box. That would have been probably a big help. They do give him some of the right posture. This piece kind of flips up to get his head up a little bit, and he can move his head like this. So that's good, but again, just every way you look at this guy, just basically a big rectangle with legs is all I really see, unfortunately. Not much going on underneath. Pretty hollow and looks the same as he does from the top with just these big flaps. So some accents here which are nice, but really, you know, just pretty disappointing that you don't really get a good beast mode effect with Ravage. And then finally here you have Rumble, Frenzy Rumble. I go by Rumble because that's the name that stuck. It looks pretty good. I mean, I like him. I think the head sculpt's really good. It's definitely Rumble. Got all the right colors. I think the torso section's really well done. You know, the arms and legs, you're kind of stuck again with this take transformation effect, so they're kind of chunky. Comes with this gun, which is long, but again, it's going to be the gun turret for the tank. So we're stuck with that. They try to give him a little bit of a foot effect, so that's good. He gets pretty chunky through the arms to make the cassette mode and the tank modes. Follow through here, that's to accommodate some transformation. So you can take a look at this guy, but again, I think the head sculpt is good. And if you do want the pile driver effect, I think what we do to make do is we just kind of flip down the back of the arms, and we've got the extension there to do the earthquake move. So that's probably the best we can accommodate our G1 itch with this guy. Okay, so let's just work through one set of transformations for each of them. We'll go from this beast mode, or their traditional mode that we know them as, into that vehicle mode. So let's first, for Laserbeak, just kind of fold in the decorative flaps, tuck the head underneath, just fold it down and overlap it. Give the wings a little twist in, like this. Then here he has kind of these panels. You can get your finger in there and just kind of pop out the wheels. Rock back this whole rear section and then fold it like this. That's going to create like the fork effects we saw in the vehicle. And then we just want to kind of fold all this together. So the feet still need to be down. Just kind of fold it in. And then this is what you're left with, this kind of bulldozer looking vehicle. Really very odd, I think. Again, it has these little plastic wheels. So those will turn. Looks like that from the side, just a pancake with some forks coming out of the front. Kind of a rectangle with, you know, gaps through here. And again, the forks come out of the front. Really just a odd, it's like they didn't really have a good idea for vehicle mode for him, so they basically just made him a rectangle with a plow or something. If someone knows what the hell this is supposed to be, let me know. But that's Laserbeak's vehicle mode, you know, which leaves, I think, a lot to be desired. But that's what they went with. So next up here we have Ravage, and he's going to go into that airplane mode. So we're going to just tuck the head away here. Kind of get the flaps up vertical. Tuck the tail away. This way. Pull out the airplane head, which is kind of helpful to do before you put in the beast mode head. Let's kind of clean up the beast mode effects. So put the legs back, kind of stowed away. Then give this whole section kind of a twist down, so you get the wings coming out. You get kind of the side panel effect. Then for the back of the plane effect, which is the head of the beast, you know, it's definitely not perfect, but you just kind of rotate these things up. There's a little peg. Kind of rotate these front shoulders up. There's a little kind of pegging section in there. So you get this effect. And then these paws just, you know, you can kind of do as you please, but fold them down and sort of point them forward. So you could flatten them like that if you wanted. You could kind of do straight if you wanted, but We're going to try to get as much of it out of the way as possible. Go for that look. And that should be flat. Okay, so these are going to kind of be slightly slanted, these flat, and then underneath here there's kind of like, it's a landing, it's not a landing gear, if it's supposed to be like a radar, sonar, kind of spine device, whatever. It also kind of acts as, you know, he'll stand on the base of these things and then the base of this. There's a little bit off of his base belly section here. But that's it. This is the airplane. Again, I don't get why they have like cockpit windows and stuff. They should have done more like a drone, kind of like deluxe class Soundwave for Transformers Prime. Taking some cues from that would have been cool. But this is what this guy looks like. You get the stickers from the spy tablet, making some nice effect off the top of the wings. That just makes it look cool, but not realistic. Again, cockpit, odd. And just big rectangle with wings sticking off the side of it. So triple changing, you know, it's a gimmick of the Titans Returns line and causes us to get a lot of kind of just clunky modes. None of them very good, but you get versatility. Something different. So that's the plane for Ravage. Finally here we have Rumble. Let's go ahead and take him into that tank mode. So let's kind of lose the gun for a second. Head just folds down into the chest. So open up the chest, flip down the head, flip the chest back up. Let's kind of straighten out his toes down here at the bottom. Give the legs a twist in. You get the hollow section on the outside, the treads on the inside. Then we want to kind of just bring up the arms like this. Bring up and fold the legs like this. We have basically a rectangle with some arms flipping out. Give him a flip around here. So he's kind of disc side up. And let's actually give the shoulder a bit of a rotation so you can get these big chunky things up top. And then give them a bit of a push down and they'll click in. There's some tabs area here. So there's that. Then grab your gun. And we'll stick that over here. Put it right in between the two arms. So here we have Rumble in his tank mode. Probably the best of the three. So he's got the treads going on here. They give some of that effect. You know, it roughly looks like a tank, right? As we would know it. Traditional kind of top turret section, big gun. It's okay. From the front there, even looks like these could maybe be some missiles or something. You've got a great imagination. And it's just a big rectangle from below. So that's the tank. Again, best of the worst. Then finally here, let's get these guys into their spy tablet mode. So here, again, I've got Laserbeak. Let's just kind of pop him back open a little bit. Flip these over. I want to try to start to square things out. Flip them down. We can start to get our rectangle. Kind of give the legs a little lift up because they're just going to go inside. Twist the wing section back so everything's flat. Okay, weird thing the instructions don't tell you to do is fold the wheels back in. So you're going to need the panels back flat, and that's going to accommodate the space for the feet. And then just kind of make it all nice and snug. There we go. Spy tablet, their most perfect mode. Just a rectangle. Even not too bad from the bottom, just his head sticking out there. Nothing special, but they do put some accent detailing on the sides even. And of course the top is where all the stickers are, which are a little difficult to see because the light likes to make it shine. But Decepticon logo and just, you know, all kinds of like spy stuff, right? On the stickers. And then if you have Leader Soundwave, he just kind of slides right down into him like that. And like a working kind of cassette player for anyone that remembers those. Okay, next we have Ravage here. Left him in his plane mode, so let's kind of, you know, fold up this little radar thing. Flip his head underneath. You know, these panels are going to come into play in a second here. Just fold up the rest of his paws up there. Everything just kind of stows away underneath. You're just kind of twisting it back, flattening it out, tucking it under there, trying to get the paws under there. So you've got that. And then all you're doing on the top really is using these as panel covers. So here we have Ravage in his spy tablet mode. Again, it's just a rectangle, right? You can see underneath, get a little bit more just stuff tucked away because of what this guy needs to transform into. And here's the front. You can just see some of the different stickers that are happening there. And I will say these stickers have a tendency to wear. I have a rewind, and the stickers are kind of peeling already, and I was just trying to get this flap out, and I was already kind of peeling the sticker off. So Decepticon logo there. Don't fall in love with your stickers, because if you transform this guy a number of times, there's going to be some wear there. You can expect that. Then finally here on Rumble, to go to Spy Tablet, let's lose the cannon piece here. Lift up this section, makes the turret section. Unpeg that. Get it up like this, kind of give it a rotation around and down, because we're just going to kind of wrap everything around to make it a bigger rectangle. So that is what he looks like. And you can actually store the gun here, so that's cool. They have a space where it's hollow and it fits right in, so you can keep the accessory there. Works in the mode. Seems relatively stable. So you can keep the gun with him. I like that. There he is, and again, he's the best of them because it's the simplest to go from robot to spy tablet to kind of a tank. So I think all three modes around this guy are the best. I think with Ravage and Lazerbeak, it's just a lot tougher. And there you can check out kind of his tablet effects. Again, cool stickers on these guys. Different type of readings and radars and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. Transformers, Titans Return, Hasbro figures, Ravage, Rumble, Laserbeak, triple changers, work with leader class Soundwave, $10 a piece, you know. So fun figures. These are for my son. I think he's going to like them. Kind of get him away from my Masterpiece cassettes. So it's going to work for me. Hope you liked the video, guys. I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, Dan the 14th Prime here. Today I want to share with you the Transformers Hasbro Generations Titans Return line Deluxe Class Skull, Smasher, and Grax Headmaster.